Honorable Duale and Honorable Murkomen made the following threats to me. Duale, wewe, what is wrong with you? Me, what do you mean, my friend? Duale, you've been attacking us and we will deal with you. Me, how have I been attacking you? Murkomen, we wacha zako, we have to teach you a lesson. Me, what have I done? When did I attack either of you? Duale, when you attack our team, you attack us. Me, team. Murkomen, you've been attacking the DP. Duale, ukiguza DP, unaguza sisi. For me, I don't get you. Honorable Duale, you and I get along very well. Murkomen, huyu niachie, I will fix him. Then Murkomen walked away to speak to someone else. Then me to Duale, ndugu yangu, you should not be threatening me. We ni jirani. You remember the time you said in parliament that terrorists should not only attack Isili or Garissa, but should also attack Machakos? I defended you and said that you used it just as an example and you could have mentioned any city in Kenya. Duale, utafanya nini? Wewe unajua there are 50,000 Kambas in Garissa and I can deal with them. Shocked by his utterances, I walked away from him. Incident 2. On the evening of Wednesday, December 11, 2019, I was a guest at State House for a banquet in honor of the Barbados Prime Minister, Right Honorable Mia Mottley. During the function, guests were mingling and talking to each other after the official speeches and toasts. I was standing in conversation with His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga and other leaders. Someone came to speak to Honorable Raila, and as I turned to go and speak to another leader, I came face to face with His Excellency the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Kipchirchir Samoei Arap Ruto, who was in the company of Honorable Aden Duale, Majority Leader of the National Assembly. I greeted His Excellency Dr. Ruto and I extended my hand. Me, hello Your Excellency. Ruto, holding on to my hand. We jamaa umekuwa ukinichapa sana. Me, Your Excellency. Ruto, still holding on to my hand tightly. Wewe lazima sasa nikugonge. Nitakugonga. Me, Your Excellency. Sir, maybe we can speak about... I started. Ruto pushing me aside. We ngoja utaona. Duale pointing at my chest. Si tulikuambia. Then they walked away. I was petrified not only by the life-threatening words uttered by Dr. William Ruto, but by the intensity of his eyes and angry tone of voice. I turned back to where Right Honorable Raila Odinga was, and I told him what had transpired, not far from where he was standing. I also mentioned these threats to 4 other senior government officials during the event. I have been quite disturbed by these threats to my life and that of my family, and do believe that Dr. William Ruto is serious and capable of carrying out his threat to my life and general welfare. I therefore asked the police to investigate the matter and also provide me with upgraded and extra security. I strongly believe that the above highlighted words constitute a criminal offense and offend our constitutional order. Our Bill of Rights guarantees every Kenyan their right of speech. For anyone to use criminal threats to infringe on my God-given human rights should, to say the least, be punished in accordance with our laws. Lastly, and very important, due to Kenya's history of political assassinations, political violence, and intolerance, the seriousness of these threats can't be gainsaid. However, I'll remain unshaken. I am not a coward, and I'll speak the truth as I know it with no fear of contradiction. I call upon all Kenyans of goodwill to hold me in prayer. God bless you, and God bless you.
And top of the list of the politicians to whom President Ruto rescued from the clones of the opposition is none other than Dr. Alfred Mutua. And on a personal perspective, I've always admired how Dr. Alfred Mutua orchestrates his political strategies. You can imagine he bolted out of Azimio to join the Kenya Kwanza side at the most critical time of the presidential elections. And I believe his move added a few votes, if not many, to the Kenya Kwanza side. But before you have a look at more videos of the same nature, in case you're watching me for the very first time, kindly please just consider hitting on the subscribe button. If you've been watching my videos and you've not subscribed, kindly please just consider hitting on the subscribe button. And more so, In case if you're watching me from a different platform, either Telegram, TikTok or Facebook, kindly please just head on to YouTube, search for Mohamed Sudi. I'll be the first right person to pop up. If matters socio-economic and political matters are your great areas of concerns, kindly please just consider hitting on the subscribe button so that each and every time that I upload a new video, it will automatically reflect on your notification panel. And by so doing, you'll simply be supporting my content. And another person to whom was strongly vilified for his move to bolt out of Azimio to join the Kenya Kwanza side is none other than Musalia Mudavadi. And his vilification came as a result of he himself condemning the bottoms-up approach, of which he knew not that few months later he will use it as a campaign tool for he to be in government.
Trickle-down economy, trickle-down effect. Mwingine anasema bottoms up. If you did this and you say bottoms up, this is the bottom. Mtu anameza kila kitu. Na mwananchi atapata nini? And how are you going to finance this economy? Ya kusema bottoms up. Kwa sababu ushuru pia umegonga wananchi. Kwa hivyo ni lazima tuwe na mpangilio ya kuhakikisha kwamba pesa, kwa sababu pia mama hataki kusukuma sana na.
And today he has an office in Ruto's government, enjoying the fruits of the best political strategies that he's ever made throughout his political career. Ruto never had a worst political critic other than the Ukambani billionaire by the name Johnston Muthama, to an extent that he went ahead calling him names in broad daylight.
Wakenya wakiwa Wakikuyu, Wajaluo, Waluhya, Wakamba, Wapokomo ni kitu kimoja. Shida yetu ni moja, ni mlevi moja na mwizi moja.
Honestly, I don't know what the discrepancies are that led Johnston Muthama bolt out of Odinga's circle to join his worst critic, William Ruto, but sources indicate that he's never stayed in one camp with Dr. Alfred Mutua. And he is now enjoying seniority complex in the Kenya Kwanza government, though without any portfolio, but I kid you not, he is reaping big in the Kenya Kwanza government. And last but not least is the self-made brand journalist Hussein Mohammed. And he was well known for his difficult to answer questions to prominent politicians, including his current boss, President William Ruto.
You talked about this at Kabetes, that was his Twitter handle. The late Jacob Juma at 12:34 p.m. on the 10th of December 2015 tweeted, and I quote, "The person who is obsessed with plans to kill me is William Ruto. I know that my assassination was discussed on Tuesday." My question to you is, did you have anything to do with that, as the late Jacob Juma claimed, as Jirongo claimed, and why you?
Well, I think we lost Jacob Juma. That he would be best placed to respond to your question. And maybe you should look for some time, get Jirongo here, so that he can tell the country what he means. But I am sure as the sun is going to rise tomorrow, that the killers of Jacob Juma will be brought to book. I am hoping that they will be brought to book, and they will be known. I want to tell you, and to tell Kenyans, and to tell the country, that I have nothing to do with anything to do with the life or death of Jacob Juma.
Investigations are going on. Have the police questioned you since Jacob Juma directly?
When the police want a statement from me, I will give it freely. Any day, any time, anywhere.
But they haven't questioned you yet?
They have not asked me for a statement. I will gladly give my statement.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will gladly do that, because I'm a law-abiding citizen and I want to help in getting to the bottom of this death of Juma, or indeed any other.
And as I speak, the above mentioned are now whining and dining with their worst critic of all time, President Ruto. And from that makes me believe that in politics, there are no permanent enemies or friends. It's just that it changes according to the political tide, depending on where one's political interests are and according to how the political theatrics may change. But honestly, that is what I had for today. If you have a contrary opinion or you have any other person to whom I may have left behind, you can feel free to drop his or her name in the comment section and I'll give it a right of reply. And as I end this, kindly please, just don't forget to comment, like, share, and most importantly, kindly please, just consider hitting on the subscribe button if you have not. Thank you, and may God bless you.